Alright, hey guys, Pax here. Welcome back to another Pokemon Pocket video. As the title states, we'll be going over Mega Houndoom EX. The Hellhound Mega has finally been added to this game. Very much RNG dependent, but can hit like a truck. So yeah, this is Mega Houndoom EX right here. HP 190, stage 1. Has 1 attack, Grimhound Flare. Requires 3 energy, 2 fire, 1 colorless. Flip 3 coins. This attack does 80 damage for each head. So 1 heads, 80 damage. 2 heads, 160. 3 heads, 240. Can potentially one-shot a lot of meta Mega EXs. And yeah, this is the deck list right here. Here's the 2D pattern code. It's also on the top left, as you can see. I'll show this yet again towards the end of the video, but yeah, this is the deck list right here. As you can see, pairing it with Castform. We also have Flame Patch as well as Rainbow Cave, helping out immensely, making it so that Mega Houndoom can get built up relatively fast. Your second turn going second, Mega Houndoom paired with Flame Patch as well as Rainbow Cave. Houndoom can attack, potentially doing 240 damage. Inversely, you can also do 0 damage depending on your RNG. Speaking of RNG, we have Victini to help out a little bit with that. But yeah, I'll explain all the card choices as the video progresses. But yeah, if you guys are new to my channel, really would appreciate if you like and subscribe. Really does help me out, especially as a small-time content creator. Without further ado, let's get right in to the deck showcase. All right, here we are in our first battle. We are going second up against the Typhlosion EX solo deck, leading with Heatmore. Ideally for this deck, of course, you want to go second just to maximize energy. Heatmore is amazing chipping your opponent's bench Pokemon. If you want, you can very much replace Heatmore for a second copy of Castform, especially given how unreliable Mega Houndoom EX's attack is. But this is amazing. We got Rainbow Cave, and amazing support not only for Dragon type, but also Fire type. As you can see, after using it, we discard an energy. Because of this, we can just Flame Patch just like that. Feed Houndour, and in 2 turns, Houndoom can attack. We also have Victini as well. Its ability essentially allows us to reroll Mega Houndoom's attack. Keep in mind, it will reroll all the coin flips. So after doing 3 coin flips, I could use Victory Star. Just like that, I am doing 3 more coin flips. So for now, just Tongue Whip, targeting Cyndaquil, the biggest threat here. Alright, opponent subbing into Torkoal, not able to one-shot Heatmore. Getting some very good value though. So for one thing, if you want, we could Rainbow Cave yet again, just in case. But at this point, we're pretty much set. Next turn, Houndoom can attack. I'll save the Lucky Ice Pop for later, but for now, Tongue Whip, getting huge value, knocking out Cyndaquil. Next turn, on paper, we should be able to one-shot Torkoal, but we need to get at least 2 heads. Alright, just like that, Torkoal attacks, knocking out Heatmore. Here we go. It's Houndoom's time to shine. If you like coin flips, then this deck might be for you. If you don't like coin flips, then I'd probably stray away from this deck. But nevertheless, it's a very fun deck to make. I mean, for one thing, it is a promo card. Very easy to make. Victini as well. I mean, if you have Victini, if you have Houndoom, why not? Just for fun. In ranked, you might have a headache. Alright, here we go. So I need to get 2 heads. First heads. We got 2. Perfect. And as you can see, Victini's thing pops up. I can say yes or no. Say no, because we can one-shot Torkoal, doing 160. If I got 1 more head, I'd be doing 240 damage, able to one-shot a lot of very meta-prominent Mega EXs. That's rough, man. Okay. Opponent leading with Magby. Here we go. All we need is 1 heads. Or a Castform. If you pull a Castform, it's basically GG. There's a high chance this will be Castform. We got Houndour instead. We're running this Houndour specifically. If you get heads, we can do 30 damage, able to one-shot baby Pokemon. If I want, I could very much sub into Houndour, but Houndoom, you get the finishing blow. All I need is 1 heads. Perfect. And again, I could reroll. Tempted to, you know what? For fun. Okay. This might be a blunder if I get 3 tails. But as you can see, doesn't matter. Yeah, still getting 1 head just like that. And yeah, with that being said, we should see how this deck performs in PvP. Alright, here we are in PvP battle. Going first up against a Hydreigon. Pretty scary hand, could definitely be a bit better as well. I'm actually going to end my turn like this, which is pretty risky. If anything, why not? Placing down Rainbow Cave. Holding on to Heatmore, just in case we pull a May, in which we can exchange Heatmore potentially for a Houndour. We got 1 small balloon as well, just in case we are forced to lead with Houndour. Ideally, early game, you want to lead with... Damn, okay. They Mars, interesting. Pokeball, Copycat, Flame Patch. All opponent does is attack with Dino. We got Houndour, pretty huge. Pokeball and Copycat as well. So this turn, we're getting a ton of value. So for one thing, place down Heatmore, Houndour. Rainbow Cave, discarding an energy, and because of Flame Patch, attaching the energy right back to Cast Form. Feed Houndour, Copycat. Not too bad. We got another Flame Patch as well. So if we're able to pull a Mega Houndoom, we can theoretically attack next turn. For now, just attack Dino, doing 50 damage. If my opponent gets Tails, this might be a very fast battle. Getting heads, okay, but nevertheless, they have to evolve this turn. They rare candy just like that. Hydreigon is out. Lucky Ice Popping as well, healing up to 130 HP. Rest in peace, Cast Form. We have 9 cards left. Okay, so subbing into Houndour. Once again, if I get a Mega Houndoom, this will be amazing. And just like that, we pull Mega Houndoom. If I get 2 heads here, this will be huge. And we got Victini as well, just to boost our chances, so absolutely huge. Just like this. Might as well Rainbow Cave one more time just for fun. Not really too necessary because I already have to discard the energy, but Flame Patch and attack. All I need are 2 heads. 1 heads. We can do better. Victini, I'm trusting you. Please, this could be a very fast battle. Okay, same thing. Only 1 heads. This is fine, but it gets a bit more scary. Opponent has 1 card in their hand. They have 2 now. 12 cards in their deck. They messed up. Okay. Interesting. They feed Absol. That makes it so they can't attack with Hydreigon. So just subbing into Absol. Interesting. We got Cyrus, so we could Cyrus next turn just to mess my opponent up a little bit. Targeting Victini, yeah. Why not? Yeah. At this point, I'm a Cyrus, man. Hydreigon's definitely a bigger threat. Should be able to one-shot Hydreigon at this point. There's a very high chance. If this Hydreigon somehow lives this turn, I'm gonna lose it. Okay. I just keep on getting 1 heads. Not re-rolling. Just like that, Hydreigon gets knocked out. Opponent Pokeballs getting out Mega Absol. It will take Mega Absol at least 3 turns to one-shot Mega Houndoom. We got Small Balloon as well, nice. Not really serving much purpose at this point. Lucky Ice Pop, just healing a bit. Hopefully we can get to full health. Only healing 20, which is not too bad. Grim Hound Flare. 1, okay, perfect. Once again, this is always hitting for 80. We can definitely chill with this. Keep in mind, as I mentioned before, if I get 3 heads, we can one-shot Mega Absol. You have to place down a Dino this turn to stand a chance. Instead, they place Indeedee. Okay. And Cyrus. Okay, rest in peace, Victini. You served your purpose. We're gonna win in your honor. Alright, all I need is 3 heads, please. If my opponent's Sabrina's, I basically lost. Houndoom, please cook. First heads? Okay, just every time, just only getting 1 head. It's gonna take 2 more turns until I can one-shot Absol at this point. Not good. Opponent, Rocky Helmets. Why not? At this point, just May, so that we can get our second copy of Houndour out. Start feeding this guy. It ultimately comes down to this turn. Okay. I need 2 heads. Please, Houndoom. I know you're content with just giving me 1 head. I want 2. Twice the head, please. Okay, but I guess not. Just forever doing 80 damage. Nice. So yeah, it's GG. That's pretty rough. Opponent got very bad RNG as well. I mean, for one thing, they did kind of mess up. They should have attacked with Hydreigon. I feel like they could have won much earlier, but still. That's the main issue for this deck, is that it's very coin flip dependent. So theoretically, this guy could hit like a truck. I could have just one-shotted Absol 2 turns earlier, but because of RNG, I wasn't able to do so. I need another Houndoom. I feel like my Houndoom has pretty bad EVs. Alright, next battle, once again, going second. Hand is pretty good as well. We should be able to get out Mega Houndoom by our second turn. Interesting, a Hoopa Umbreon deck. Pretty scary, but we can definitely work with this. So, Pokeball, Cast Form, second copy of Houndour. May, there should be a high chance to pull Houndoom, perfect. I'm gonna actually do this. So, we got Houndour, Victini, setting up for a couple turns later. Heatmore, Tongue Whip attacking Darkrai EX. Alright, opponent Needles feeds Darkrai EX, chip in Heatmore. Evolve into Houndoom, feed Houndoom, and Tongue Whip yet again, targeting Darkrai. This will put Darkrai down to 80 HP, which is perfect for Houndoom, especially since this one loves to just hit 480, always getting 1 heads. This will be huge if it can pull a Flame Patch, making it so that Houndoom can attack next turn. Perfect, just like that. Top deck, Flame Patch. Absolutely huge, just like this. Retreat out of Heatmore. Flame Patch, feed Houndoom. Cyrus getting a huge advantage against my opponent. If I can one-shot Darkrai, all I need is 1 heads. Oh boy, okay. But this is why we have Victini. Because of these circumstances, I swear. If I get 3 tails again, I'm gonna lose it. Okay. Okay. You can't make this up. 6 tails in a row. Nice. You love to see this. This is why I have a mixed opinion on Houndoom. Again, theoretically, this guy could hit like a truck. But depending on RNG, even with the Victini buff, you're gonna run into this circumstance. Granted, it is very, very low for this to happen. All I needed was 1 heads, man. Why is this guy being so difficult with me? At this point, why not? Small Balloon Victini, Copycat. There's still hope. There's still hope because looking at my opponent's backline, no energy. Might as well start feeding the second copy of Houndour. If anything, first of all, Rainbow Cave. Just in case, not really too necessary at this point. So just feed. Attack. I swear, if I get 3 more tails. Okay, last coin flip. I'm not risking it, man. I just want this Darkrai out of the field. Okay, next turn, give me 2 heads. I would have subbed into Umbreon because I still needed 2 heads to one-shot both Hoopa and Umbreon. With Umbreon, since it has Deceptive Needle, it will do 10 damage this turn. So in other words, if it survives 1 more turn, it can one-shot Houndoom unless I Lucky Ice Pop. But just like this, Hoopa attacking Houndoom as well as Heatmore. Alright, here we go. If need be, I could sub into a second copy of Houndoom, but ultimately it doesn't matter too much since my opponent has an Umbreon out. But come on, 2 heads, man. That's all I'm asking. Okay, fine. No, I'm not re-rolling this. Victini, just chillax. Just like that, GG. Finally making it worthwhile. It took quite a while. It took quite a while, but Houndoom finally popped off. Thank you very much. Alright, last battle going second up against Chingling. This Pokemon. Somewhat of a counter to this deck, especially given that it has a high reliance on Flame Patch. Pokeball as well, disrupting us, but you could potentially one-shot Chingling with Houndour. Alright, here we go. Not too bad. So Rainbow Cave, putting a Fire Energy into our discard pile. We have a reroll because of Victini, so if I don't get a heads, I can do it again, but just like that, you're chilling. One-shotting Chingling. Next turn, theoretically, Houndoom can attack if you can pull a Flame Patch. And we do. Wow, okay. One more battle after this. This is way too fast. Okay. So Houndoom is out. There's still a chance they could maybe come back, depending on if this Houndoom wants to attack or not. But just like this Flame Patch, all I need is 1 heads. Victini, second try. Okay, GG. Gave me a heart attack, doing 160 this turn. So yeah, you see how this deck works. Rainbow Cave Flame Patch is such a diabolical combo. You can get an insane lead against your opponent, attacking your second turn, going second with Mega Houndoom. Alright, last battle, going first up against another Hoopa EX deck. All we can do for now is end our turn. We might as well play this a bit aggressive. Once again, Houndoom can one-shot both Hoopa and Sableye. Hoopa, it'll take 2 heads. Sableye will take 3. So given the right amount of RNG, we could turn things around. If not, then we might be screwed because it's going to take 2 more turns until Houndour can attack. Yeah, this is pretty rough. At this point, I might as well, first off, Lucky Ice Pop just to heal up a bit of damage. Nice, healing 30. Copycat. Losing a bit of value, but this would be amazing if I can get either a Flame Patch or a Victini. So we got Cyrus, Pokeball. Yeah, could be better. I'm actually going to hold on to Heatmore, but for now, all we can do is end our turn. All opponent does is feed Sableye, attack with Hoopa. Pulling another Houndour. Once again, end our turn. Just in case they Sabrina, I won't place down Heatmore or Houndour. Giving them a bit of value, especially if they decide to Copycat. Feeding Sableye. Attacking with Hoopa yet again. Okay. Pretty rough. I swear, if I get Flame Patch right now, we got a Houndoom. Okay. Why not? Rainbow Cave. 2 heads this turn, and then 3 heads next turn. Please. That's all I'm asking. It's a pretty big ask, but I believe in this Houndoom. Expect the unexpected with this guy. And I expect to lose, but you never know. Anything can happen. 1 heads. Okay. That could definitely happen. So just like that. Next turn we can maybe one-shot Hoopa, but at the same time, I mean, it's looking pretty bad. The Professor as well, just like that, Greninja is out. Opponent's doing 70 damage this turn. Okay. So we need a Lucky Ice Pop, please. Lucky Ice Pop might be our win condition, in a sense. Hey man, you get a balloon. Why not? At this point, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, keep in mind, small balloon does nothing for Houndoom. Just doing that for fun. But might as well play it like this. Yeah, so Tongue Whip, targeting Sableye. If they don't Cyrus and I pull a Flame Patch, I could potentially one-shot Sableye. But they have Cyrus, of course. Win condition Cyrus coming in clutch for them. Yeah, this deck is interesting. Again, if you want to use a very fun deck, if you want to use a deck just to have fun with, then this is very much for you. But if you want something to climb ranked, sure, you can still do it, but towards the Master Ball area, trying to climb into like top 10,000, good luck, man. You might lose hairs trying to make this work. But yeah, that is the Mega Houndoom EX deck showcase. And yeah, that was the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you found this video informative, as well as a bit entertaining. I tried to be. Overall, this deck, as you can see, requires a lot of RNG, but in my opinion, fits perfectly in the fire type meta, especially with Flame Patch. Also Rainbow Cave helping out tremendously. Castform is an amazing counter to baby Pokemon, as well as Lucario. Heatmore is amazing, chipping your opponent's bench Pokemon. And of course Victini, tying everything together. Just in case you have very bad RNG, you got Victini here as essentially your lifeline, like your second chance for victory, no pun intended. But yeah, I feel like as promo decks go, this is actually not too bad. It's very fun. Once again, in rank, I suggest not running this. You can very much run other decks such as Blaziken, so very strong. There are much better fire type alternatives. Another one is Mega Charizard. So yeah, there's a lot of options, but still not too bad. If you can make this deck, then I suggest trying it out. Once again, this is the deck list right here. 2D pattern code as well. Overall, I'd rate this deck C tier. I think solid C. Again, the main issue for this is of course the inconsistent damage. Houndoom could be easily doing like 240, 160, 80, equally so evident in this video, can hit for 0. Again, very unlikely, especially with the Victini support, but there's still a chance. And as you can see from this video, yeah, it's that could happen, very much so. But I feel like on average, you'll be hitting for around 80 to maybe 160, around that range. 240, somewhat rare, but yeah, overall not too bad. Very fun deck to run. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Once again, hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to like and subscribe. It would really help me out tremendously, both mentally and physically. I'm actually dying right now. It's actually very hot. So I have to edit this video and get it out as soon as possible. So yeah, it would really help me out a lot. And yeah, that is the video, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Peace.